First up, we have an anonymous man who paid $150 for a full contact experience with a leopard in a South Florida backyard zoo. He was mauled as soon as he entered the leopard's enclosure. He suffered severe injuries like a removed scalp that was hanging from his head, and his right ear was torn in half and off his head. Next one, the old man that saved his little dog from the jaws of an alligator. Feel-good time as 21-year-old Special Olympics Florida athlete Chris Nikic from Maitland, Florida, became the first person with Down syndrome to complete a full-distance Ironman triathlon. He crossed the finish line in 16 hours and 46 minutes. That's a 2.4-mile swim. Not able to do even half of that. A 112-mile bike ride, no way, and a 26.2-mile run or marathon, totaling 140.6 miles. It all must be completed in 17 hours, and he did it. Wow, nice. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a couple feel good Florida men stories this year. The guy who keeps donating shit to people, that's a good one.
Yep.
And then this guy also, like, really top notch.
There's some great people in Florida. There's some great people in Florida. There's also this one back
and Lane
from June.
Pittman.
That's right. There's also this one back from June 2020, and the headline was "Man with tattoo of machete on face accused of machete attack." And luckily, the guy got his forearm up in time to block the machete, and that's when the machete got lodged into the man's forearm because he tried to kill him.
If you're hanging out with that guy, whatever happens is your own fault.
Yeah, look at that guy's face. That's a full machete under the eye.
Yeah.
How many times has he just like actually murdered somebody, and then the people in the room are just like, well, that's why they call him Machete Mike.
Right. Yeah.
Just shrug it off.
He's gonna need a new machete tattoo. It's another one for him. Okay, last best of, and I know I'm missing hundreds, like the Florida woman that left porn Easter eggs in her neighbor's mailboxes, or the woman that threatened the stingy McDonald's worker, saying she was going to get her extra dipping sauce by any means necessary.
Oh, the sauce girl, that was crazy.
Yeah, we just don't have enough time to go through all of them, but we are left with Tampa man quarantined alone with hundreds of parrots, but says it wasn't by choice. And of course it wasn't fucking by choice. Who would do that? You guys remember our old friend Majid Magic Esmaili?
Yeah, he's starting to come back to me now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he battles over a neighboring land dispute of a one-way road, and COVID not allowing him to have workers help him, was trapped in his parrot sanctuary called Zaxee, Zaksee bird sanctuary. And he had to take care of 200 noisy parrots and clean their cages and feed them basically like 24 hours a day without any help, and he couldn't leave. So he was on a Zoom call where the people described the chorus of parrots in the background as an unending mixture of shrieks and screeches. That was what he was dealing with. And he wrote an email to the Tampa Bay Times with the subject line, SOS. And the first sentence was, "My name is Magic Esmaili, a.k.a. Majid Esmaili, a.k.a. Magic, and I'm a prisoner in my own property with over 200 parrots, no way to get in or out." So you guys remember that guy?
Yeah. He could, and so the road, I remember, why was it that he couldn't go down the road? Because of COVID? Was that what locked him in? Or
let me tell you, because I, as a Big J journalist, called him today and spoke with Magic for 15 minutes.
The man himself.
Magic is a chatter, and he's a very nice guy, very chatty. He is getting the lawsuits back on, so he is still by himself, no one to help him, and the lawsuit is he basically bought land, and it was technically landlocked in his potentially was technically landlocked in his real estate thing that he's English as a second language, and he didn't really read it correctly, and apparently you're not even allowed to sell landlocked property in Florida with no way in or out, and the people he bought it from own this horseback riding company next door, and they have the road, and they don't let him use the road because they want to buy his land back. And
so they're just literally holding.
They're suing him.
Yeah, okay.
They're leaving him stranded in the middle of a field in his 5-acre bird sanctuary, and if he leaves, they will have him arrested.
There's some law behind that you can't block access to a property.
We need to help. Bubba's shaking his head. We need to help Magic. Anyone in Tampa, Zaksee, Zaksee. He said that people that even try to help him with the birds. So he had to move all the birds into one area because he said they were spread out over 5 acres and it was taking him 24 hours to feed and clean them. So now he's got them all moved next to each other so he can just clean and feed them all at the same time.
But
he
he
says,
doesn't leave?
No, he can't. He'll get arrested.
So does he have people come like deliver him shit?
Occasionally, but the people that come to help deliver him, he claims get blocked by the horseback riding company. They line the one road down. They line the one road with horse manure, so no one wants to drive through the horse manure. So they've like made it impossible for people to come support him and help him.
They're trying to kill him.
It sounds terrible.
Starving him out. It's a war tactic.
Could you hear him when he was it? How was that phone call? Was he constantly changing rooms?
Yeah. I will say, Hardo Hive, anyone in Tampa, Zaksee, Zaksee, help Magic out. Try to figure out what's going on with Magic. Bubba, maybe get on the case, intern Bubba, lawyer Bubba. We got 2 lawyers. We're going to figure out something for Magic because
hopefully the
sounded
Bubba
like
Cam
a nice
legal
guy.
team will get this one sorted out.
He said he was tricked into buying these people's property in 2010 when the economy was bad, and now that the economy's better, they're just like bullying him out, and they're not letting him leave. So it doesn't sound great. It does sound fucked up. But hey, we'll get you hooked up, Magic. We're gonna figure it out for you. And to prove that there are big things coming for Florida Man in 2021, I'm gonna end this segment with 2 new submissions from listeners that came in on December 30th. So Sean D sent in a story about a Florida man in Naples who was arrested this week for stealing all of the chicken wings and other hot food available at a Naples 7-Eleven. So he just grabbed all the hot food.
That's pretty common, though, right? Like
you would think, right?
Like somebody just rolls in and just grab. But you have to go behind the booth, don't you?
It's just a reach around.
You can reach around from the front booth?
Well, some of them you can just open right up and grab what you want. It's in those plastic, heat
the hood.
things.
That's right. And 7-Eleven guys are always restocking stuff. He also had a couple buddies with him, so maybe they were distracting him. Well, he got all the food, but the interesting thing was he was wearing gloves the whole time, so he was conscious of germs. Maybe it was like COVID-conscious criminal. And the clerk told cops he recognized the thief as he had come in the store before and eaten 3 chicken wings right in front of his face in the store and left without paying. So this is his move. He just eats the chicken wings.
Treats it like a buffet.
Yeah, he really likes those 7-Eleven wings, but I guess he feels entitled to
be fair, I bet you if you did this, 7 out of 10 times, you're getting away with it.
Oh yeah, I would feel pretty comfortable eating a couple wings and then just like walking out and being like, "What?"
Right.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to have the nacho fountain at 7-Eleven? That thing got abused.
Still have it.
They still do. Yeah.
So they still do. People still must abuse the fuck out of it. The nacho cheese fountain, endless nacho cheese. You could put it on anything. I've seen people just go in there.
You can bring a big
they just
gulp.
cheese it down, and they don't pay for it. They just walk out.
Yeah. I've ruined many a days with that fountain.
You just bring a cheap purse and fill it with cheese. Also from this week, Hardo Hive member Bull Moose sent in a story about Gulfport, Florida man Stephen Moran, who was both psychotic and way too honest. One of those, I cannot tell a lie, guys. He's like the meme of, I'll do it again. We'll get to that. I kind of jumped the gun there. Sorry. It became quite clear he's both psychotic and too honest when police asked him why he beat his roommate Brendan Casey to within an inch of his life with a baseball bat many times to the head. He basically
that's bad.
Beat his roommate and friend up with a wooden baseball bat and almost killed him. He told the cops, he walked his way into this beating, and the more noises and gurgles he made on the ground, the more I wanted to beat him in the head. Oh. And then he said, I'm fucked up in the head, and I want to kill again. And here's the thing. That's where the and I'll do it again meme comes from, like the fucked up Goofy meme. He didn't kill his roommate. So
he was hoping he did.
Well, either that or the police might want to circle back to that revelation.
You thought he did.
Right.
Check his old houses. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean you want to kill again? You didn't kill him. And he's like,
right.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe he's killed a few before, too. Maybe he's got the machete tattoo deal going. And that's going to do it for Florida Man Friday for 2020, for Florida Man for 2020. It's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite things to do. And I'm looking forward to many more Florida Man tales in 2021.
Oh, yeah. Nicely done.